guitar. That's coming up. I've got to get into an infantry squad real quick. Infantry, locked infantry unit, born down on a point. So I am on the United States team, which is the OC FBY combination. That's why their icons are on the top left. And the IR and JT team are on the Axis side, so they'll be on the defense. Let's just get this squared away. 1, 1, 2, dump, 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 and up we go. I've turned off in-game chat. And let's have a quick look at the point. I say, so it's win 4 that they're fighting over. But I think it might be a total map fight. I don't think it's admins everywhere or anything like that. I think it's just everything. They're just going for everything. So I'm going to get up to win 4 first of all. And I'm just going to have a bit of a look at what actually happens up here. And we might just whip up, you know what, let's just bring up Jagdpanzer as he does his thing there. And as he starts to move up. Oh, I love that. Jeez, that's cool. That is so cool. We can watch him driving his tank up and get a bit of that action while I'm doing a bit of a talk. So the first point they're going to fight over is win 4. And let's have a quick look at it. You can see some markers coming up. We've got artillery fire call for in there. We're going to move attack marker for Jagdpanzer. That's the line they're expecting the other team to come in on. We've got the move marker for Jagdpanzer there. Win 4 being Bunnings, of course. For those that don't know, in Australia we've got Bunnings. And I do have, I believe, a lot of overseas viewers that will be watching the stream potentially. So welcome to the stream. I'm a short-term streamer. I've only been streaming for 8 weeks. So I'm sort of learning how things go. But Bunnings is the 2 buildings that I've got here in front of you. You can see we've got Bunnings Warehouse in Australia, which is the tools and hardware sort of place, one of them. Big brand, and so we call those buildings Bunnings because that's what they look like, as a Bunnings warehouse. Just having a quick look over here now at what's going on round behind Sunken Bridge. I can see a couple of trucks worth of people coming in. There's a supply truck there. I'm not going to be able to say any of the names of these guys here, so I'm just going to talk about the anti-tank player, you know, and those particular types. Here we go. Here, they're waiting at the line, of course. So we've got a light tank there, a transport truck, a couple of infantry guys running around, a Panzer IV around the back there. Don't know what the limitations are on vehicles or anything like that. I'm pretty sure there's probably nothing. These guys, of course, on the OC FBY side are going to be splitting up into their various roles that they usually do anyway for the BPL, I reckon. That's going to be fairly consistent across the board. We can have a bit of a look to see where they are now. You've got, look, a truck there with about 3 people in, another truck there with 5. There's supply. There's a whole full truck. Okay, so they're going to dominate the south of the map pretty much straight away. The 2 tanks, of course, that's Suicide Kingsley Vapo and Germaneski and Jagdpanzer. Jagdpanzer's camera that we're seeing up there at the moment. Now, these guys are going to be pretty active tankers, but we've got medium and light tank, of course. That's what we start with. Down the bottom here, they're really interesting. Full tank full of stuff there, including, you know, a couple of recon squad guys. So that's really interesting. I want to see where that ends up, and I'm really looking forward to what happens there. But let's get up to looking at Win 4 at the moment and see what we can see here. The stream seems to be going okay. I'm not seeing any issues there, although I saw some funky stuff happen before. I'm just going to make sure that I've got the right sound volume up. Let's put that up a little bit. That'll do. Here we go. We're watching Jagdpanzer up there. I wonder if I can get Blue at the same time. Oh, yes. How good. So Blue's doing a lot of... Well, what's she doing? She's spawning in? I don't know. Let's get a bit of full screen of
supplies.
And have a bit of this. How good is that?
You can, Howard?
Copy. Alright, so going back to that mini for him, I want to see what's happening. Here we go, we've got him coming into the point now. There's a bit of gunfire going on. I'll be interested to see what's happening around the back here. There's some shots coming in, long-range shots coming in, bit of artillery. Whoa, great rocket over the top there. Geez, that's a lot of long-range fire coming in straight away. Wow, so okay, they're pre-positioned shots that are going in there. That's preordained stuff. That's exactly what that is. Here we go, we're having a bit of a look now. I've got to stop saying here we go, by the way. I say it too many times the other day. Great pre-positioned artillery there from the Australian clans. They've managed to they've shredded that first attack. That is really good. And there goes the truck as well. Yeah, great kill on that truck. That stopped that first attack. But what the problem with that is the truck kill's not as good as the Panzer kill. And there's a Luke's coming in around the back here. And that's going to be a problem. It's now marked. You can see it's marked there. We've got quite a dominant push here in the middle on Win 4. We've got a light tank coming around there. Here's the shots up in that top right corner. Let's get that up to full screen if we can.
We've got 2 tanks down, just goes on the hole. 3 shells there.
Coming in behind him. Oh, we're going to see that in mini though. There we go. Shots in the, it's in the water. It's getting shredded a bit. It's all over there for that light tank. Killed in action. There we go. Going back over now to have a good look at blue. While we're running that, this is all. It's all on here. We've been going for 5 minutes. There's a Panzer IV in the back there. That Lutz is a bit stuffed, but it's not actually on the point because they've lost all of their infantry. The Australian New Zealand clans have taken the point almost without much tank support there because they got shredded on the tank push in. But look, there's a lot. There's the big tank though. There's that big tank that I was talking about before. So the 75 there is going to be trying to put fire support in on the Lukes and the Panzer IV. I just want to have a quick look what's going on down the south of the map here because I thought that the Aussie New Zealand clans were going to, well, the Oceanic, we'll call them Oceanic for the rest of this. The Oceanic clans were going to dominate this middle area, but it's not the case. It's actually completely dominated by the IRJT teams, and the Oceanics are a real trouble here. We're looking at around, yeah, look, Fox 5 completely overwhelmed by the IRJT team, and look at that. That's amazing how many of them are there. I guess this is, it is 50-50. So, oh wow, that's amazing. So look at this. We've got a couple of tanks up north. We see those infantry now peeling around there at the top of the screen. The Blueberries down here, the Oceanic clan are getting just slowly shredded down here. Be interested to see what they do to try and rectify that because they're going to get overwhelmed. And map control is what these matches are all about. If you lose map control down here, well, it's GG, isn't it? So I'm watching blue now. Let's go to full screen for blue and see what she's actually doing. Whereabouts is blue? Blue looks like she's in the point. She's absolutely in the point. So I'm going to get back to her in a second. We're going to whip up there and have a bit of a look and see what she's actually fighting. There's those 3 knees in Memphis. Oh, that's a great kill there from the IRJT team. That's a really, really good explosion that's going on, Jad's around the back there. Let's check up north a little bit now. See if we can find blue. I'm going to follow her a little bit from a panoramic perspective. Not seen. Maybe over this way a little bit. No, I don't know where the hell she is actually. There you go. That's a little bit interesting. So part of this is trying to actually work out where people are and see if I can hover over them while we look at things. So let's have a sneaky peek, shall we? We'll have a look. Yads, Sammy, no, none of these guys. 3, Joshing, Nicholas. There's, oh, what squad's she in? Let's start with that. Not seen at all. No blue rose jelly anywhere there. Oh, that's right. She's jelly something. Jelly bear. There we go. Hotel squad jelly bear. Trying to look for blue rose jelly. Bit of a noob error that one. There we go. Jelly bear. There she is. Right in front of me. Right in front of me. So the really cool thing here, you can see Jelly Bear, who is our top left screen there, or known as Blue Rose Jelly on her stream. And thanks for the follow, Shirkle, as well. Appreciate it, mate. We're watching her run across that dirt field there, and we're hovering over it as well. So really cool stuff. Here's good machine gun position. This is good work here from the Oceanic clan. They've actually managed to stop that. So I take it back. I thought they were getting completely overwhelmed, but that's really good defence on that southern point. You can see here, down here, that's important that they control that area. So the IRJT guys have been pushed back a little bit here at the moment, and they're just sort of holding position. Let's go back and have a look at what Jagdpanzer is doing in his tank with his crew. And we're going to spear back north as well here and just have a bit of a look what's going on up north. I'm going to have a little bit of a drink. I'm already drying out. What the hell? Red wine tonight. Thank you very much. Oh, it's a good one too, let me tell you. All right, so Bunnings still held by the Oceanic. There are lots of good heavy gunfire and shelling going in there. That's artillery for sure. Just have a quick look down on the beach here and see what we've got going on in artillery. So Tattoo's there. Whiskey, who was going to be joining us tonight with his stream, but it didn't quite work, and unfortunately I haven't seen that. Let's have another look. No, definitely not working. So he's a bit of a random squaddy, so he'll be doing a bit of artillery, a bit of random running around. There's some great kills going on up here, by the way. And it seems that my stream doesn't seem to be working tonight because it just died again. Host name found, but no data of the requested abandoned IP6s or IP4 addresses. Settings advanced. All right, so some rubbish is going on here. Let's have a look. All right, so we've just had a little technical failing there of the stream. I'm not really sure why, but it's still being recorded. I'll upload anything that didn't work quite properly on the stream. I'll wait to see if there's any comments coming in from anybody on this. But we're just going for a spear around now and have a bit of a look. A little bit of a skip frames going on there. Some really weird stuff going on tonight. It's very interesting. Anyway, so lots going on up the north here now. We've got a bit of a push from the IRJT guys. They've got some great firepower coming in at the front of the buildings, but that's not really hitting anything at the moment. It's sort of keeping the Oceanic folks in their buildings to make sure that they stay out of sight. Here's Jagdpanzer's tank there at Hotel 3, so he must be doing some sort of long-range fire support perhaps. I'm not really sure. We'll just keep an eye on what they do up there. Just keep an eye on his little window there. It's bearing down south a little bit now. Let's have a look. See, it looks like the IRJT team have been pushed deep south now. So, as expected from an OC FBY blend, they're pushing out from that house area on the right through the chapel area, which is around the middle of the map, and they're trying to dominate that south so that the IRJT gang can't actually get in and do anything. That's pretty good play, to be honest. That's what you want to do. Must be some chat comms issues going on there. Someone asking about going to their own chat. So there's still a bit of trouble here down south for the Oceanic team, but they certainly have the dominance of it. You'll notice, though, there's a bit of a cap going on, and I think that is because up here they've just managed to surge enough across the field. So the Oceanic team have been pushed back enough at the moment. You see lots of blue up the top left there of the map. So the Oceanic guys have been pushed back enough at the moment that the IRJT are coming into the point. I'm just going to have a look at what blue's going down there. No, nothing exciting going on just yet. Well, we might keep her running. It seems to look pretty good and works pretty good. Hopefully it's not lagging too much on anyone's end there. A little bit of rendering stuff going on there and coding stuff going on. It's the first trial of it, I guess. I haven't used this before, and I do all this stuff solo, so yeah, it's a little bit challenging. A little bit of a push here going on. There's a little bit of a cap going on, and that's interesting. That means there must be enough numbers out here, and yes, there are. You have a look there. We can see IRJT swept across the field from 1, 2, 3, pretty much about 4 little rows there. Whilst the and they've got a few in the point now, and that's important. That's important. Here's a bombing run coming in now too, and that's a probably an IRJT. Yeah, look up the road it goes. What's that looking to pick up? I'm not really sure. Maybe a garrison out there, perhaps. This is a good pushback. This is a really good pushback. Great work from the IRJT team here. They've managed to distract enough down south, and then everyone surged in from the north. And the Blues, the Oceanic, are in real trouble up here now. They're thin on depth. Let's have a look. They've got a couple of Garys up. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 Garys up. That's great work. Here, that tank needs to be coming in, though. We've got quite a few there dead from the Oceanic guys, so we're just going to drop those cameras off for a sec, and we're just going to watch what's going on here. This is a great push from the Orange. That's a great push from the Orange, and they're going to take this point, I reckon. Unless we can get a good surge wave in from the Oceanic guys, it's possible. But you can see that long-range fire support coming in. I'm really interested to see what that is that's actually shooting. Let's go out there. There's a Panzer IV right in on the point. That's nice and tight. That's a good place to have it too, because there's the infantry on the other side of the building should be able to mark it early. There's that fire support coming in. I just want to pop back to that, see if I can find that. That might have been that early build-up. There, Tiger tank. Look at that. Way back here, there's a Tiger tank on Overwatch with infantry support. He's Sunken Bridge, that's where he is. He's at Sunken Bridge, and he's putting fire support in on the point and picking off anything he can, and shooting through buildings too. We're going to get down and have a look at that. That looks really cool. That's great positioning from that Tiger tank. Let's get in behind that and have a look. You can see the field of view he's got. He's going to be able to pick stuff off, put in shells, probably pre-positioned stuff, so he'd be shooting certain hedges and things like that. These guys, I reckon, are probably pretty good at comms, given the fact that they can organise a photo. But round the back here now, here we go. There's a little bit of a push coming on here. Igniculus, Josh, and Three Knees have come in. They've been seen, though. That squad leader from IRJT knows that they're there. Let's see what happens here. These guys are going for that Tiger tank. So Oceania have identified that Tiger tank's a real threat. There's Igniculus down. So Three and Josh are going to try and work this out. The trouble is for these guys, they do not have a squad leader out here at all. So Josh is probably going to go all the way around the back by the look of that. Maybe clear out some Garys while he's there. I just wonder what we've got up here from the IRJT guys. There's that one infantry guy coming across. Let's see what Three Knees has got, whether he can, with his white helmet, pick off this guy. Prince 14891. There you go. I can read one of their names. That's excellent for me. See this little piece of combat, little side battle going on here. Here we go. Three Knees better look left. Oh, great kill from Three Knees. That is excellent work. So he's now opened up that area for, but you can see another squad leader coming out. He's opened that area now for Josh to go around. So these guys are probably going to think there's only one guy out here. Kaka, I'm not really sure how you would say that, but that fella there that's coming in, the squad leader, he will be looking for Three Knees now. You see the Tiger's whipped around. He's now looking southwestish. So yeah, look at this, some gunfire going in. Ah, they've picked him. And a tank round as well. Alright, so that's the end of that for a little bit. I don't reckon that Three Knees is going to hold out there much longer. But what's happened in the meanwhile is because that tank was distracted, it hasn't been putting enough fire support on. And we've got a little bit of a flank coming on. Brap's come around beautifully and killed a couple of those guys there. Well done, Brap. And we've got the Panzer IV still on the point. They're going to have a real time trying to get to that Panzer IV because you've got so much open ground north and south here. And like, it's impossible to run out across there without getting shot at, and all that barbed wire also pisses you off. I've tried to kill tanks in there before. It's bloody hard work. Let's have a bit of a look and see if we can find where Jagdpanzer is. Well, he's out in the middle of a paddock, and we might just go to full screen for a moment. Oh, he's lagging out a little bit on that. That doesn't look pretty at all. All right, well, there you go. He's on the beach. Let's leave that for a sec. Let's go to Blue and see what she's up to. Well, she's dead again. Blue, spend more time alive. You can kill more enemies. Maybe a bit mean. But they've lost that south flank now as well. This is really interesting stuff, isn't it? So we had the push up north, and JTIR managed to push their way through it. And we'll just have a quick look at the map here while I read something over on the left-hand side. The push came through. They managed to half take it. That fell away. Then they came down the south here, and they pushed right through down to that garrison down here. I'm just going to let Red Dang know who dropped out twice. Should be back now, soon. We'll just see what happens there. So the stream dropped off a couple of times, so it pissed me off. So watching Blue there, we'll come down and check on her in a minute. So she's a little bit of combat going on. A lot of these little side battle stuff. That's so cool. Just that I can do that at all. And we've got a bit of a push going on here again up north, and it looks like the point is getting taken again, or it's contested at least. There's enough blue in the point. There's an airhead coming in now. All right, there we go. So these guys have dropped an airhead on the point. I'm wondering if they've seen it. They should have. It's around the back, so that's a bastard of a spot, isn't it? Look at that. So these guys have got to try and get to that airhead, the blueberries, without dying, but they're ready. That's how you drop an airhead, folks. You put somebody on the damn thing to protect it. Well, excellent work there from Maya Ukit. There's artillery going in on that. All right, so the Oceanic guys are aware of the fact that that's bad news. I just want to see what the... there's lots of smoke going in here from the IRJT. These guys are going to actually possibly take this. If they get a spawn wave up on that... Oh, great satchel! Great satchel in the barn there by the Oceanic guys. They took out all that infantry, and that tank's a bit burnt up now, so that's a great piece of work. But that airhead, I reckon, is still in there. We should get a spawn wave any second, unless it's been picked off by... I don't think you can kill it by artillery. So we're just watching that now to see what actually happens. Hopefully that stream's working, because god damn it if it isn't, I'm going to be frustrated. But here we go. There it is. There's the spawn wave. So that's the airhead. There's half a dozen people going in there. That should have been laid on with artillery. So that's real trouble now. Oceanic's lost this point now. There's the supplies coming in as well from the IRJT gang. So they'll get a garrison up out the back there as soon as they cap this. And that's great work. What a great attack that was. Look how well it went. From the north side, from the south side, long-range fire support, smoke, artillery, the whole... they came in with combined arms, and they've taken the point back. 20 minutes down. This is the first 20 minutes. I'm exhausted. Whoa. All right, so let's have a bit of a look and see what the Oceanic guys can do. We might just cross across quickly to Jagdpanzer. Here's Blue trying to lay mines on the road. Let's see what Jagdpanzer's doing there. He's just stuck on the beach. He's still down on the beach. They must be having some infantry troubles down there. Oh, that's really interesting, isn't it? So let's see where he is. He's down... They're down in there. He's looking for somebody. Someone's shooting at him. That's there you go. Send a dudes down the beach to piss them off. We might go and have a look at that in a minute. Let's go back to Blue spawning in again. So Blue Rose Jelly or Jelly Bear is the top left, and the Egg Panther is the top right. So great push here though from IRJT. They've taken the point. They've consolidated that. You can see though that the Oceanic guys have still got that garrison up to the north here. That's important. They've still got a garrison out of the east, so that's important too. They've got a back garrison here, back garrison down here. They'll be able to. Oh, excuse me. They'll be able to bring the pain back shortly. Turns out I'm having a few challenges here on the stream. Doesn't seem to be uploading. Not really sure why that is. So yeah, we'll take a look at that in a sec. I might just do a quick check with somebody in about 5 or 10 minutes. So the delay should come up in 252 seconds. So if it doesn't come up, then I may have to go live and just map overlay it or something like that. Right, let's have a listen to Blue Rose Jelly, shall we, and see what's going on there for a minute. Let's see.
North side, maybe on the move, Mark.
So what we're doing is we're listening to Blue Rose Jelly's or Jelly Bear's stream and chat as she goes in, and we might just try and get over there and have a bit of a look. Let's find out where Blue Rose Jelly is from Hotel Squad, right at the back here. Okay, so they're out here coming in, and look at all the infantry they've got to deal with coming up in front of them. Okay, so let's get a good look at that. Let's see
do them on my move, Mark.
Oh, Whiskey's getting shot at. That's interesting. Here we go. Who's around that? Heckin' sausage.
Oh, someone, no, don't do that. Someone just got to carry up. We're good.
Let's have a look, see if I can find Blue, shall we? Jelly Bear, Jelly Bear, Jelly Bear.
Just hold them for the moment.
0. Ooh. Fallen. Jelly Bear, there she is. Up here. Alright, Jelly has no idea that we're following her. So let's see how she goes from a top-down view.
Down the canal.
And from a frontal view as well. And we'll listen in-game comms, so I'm just going to leave it clear for a minute and see what happens.
Okay, let's get an AT gun up.
Yep, where do you need it?
Let's have a look. Have a look around.
Heaps of them coming down the creek area.
We'll do the south area, so look for a position to the south.
Heaps of them here, like lots of them here.
Yep.
So the comms is good. These guys know they've got bad guys all around.
Up for Tiger, so.
Yep.
They're setting up AT guns for the Tiger, he just said. There we go.
Be there in a sec.
This is pretty good where I am. Oh, someone set up one here.
AT gun up the top left there, or middle left.
Facing south.
Alrighty, so this is the next push. Look at what's going on up there. That's great stuff. We might actually go to full screen. Blue, what do you reckon? There we go. And we can have a bit of a watch while I zoom around. She just killed someone on that artillery just there, so she'll be eyes up. Running around the back now. She's about to get shot. Oh, Nakajime's playing really well there. Let's go back to Mini for Blue. See what I'm looking at. You can see those guys on the left there, R8 and his crew coming in. Jelly's put the stuff down. All right, so IRJT have really pushed out nicely here. Absolutely great push. We'll just keep an eye on Blue there. Let's have a look, see if we can find
Get that AT gun up, and then we're going to move to my defensive mark.
No, we cannot. We've got a tank going in there. Who's that? That's a Puma. Okay, so in that tank, just so the punters and home can watch, a couple of the guys from the IR team, so well done. They're racing back around for not sure what, actually, but they've marked, you can see the Oceanic have marked that tank around the back there. Probably going around the back, actually, to deal with this push that's coming in. So we've got a bit of a defence going on there, and we'll watch Blue stream on the top left there while that defence is going on. There's a lovely little attack going on here now at Win 4 from the Oceanic guys, and that's why the Pumas come back. There's the Tiger in the middle, you can see. Good push, though. Good push going on here. Bit of artillery fire coming in, I can hear. Onto the hill there, and there's the cap starting to turn again, so this is good. Blue's down. There we go. Let's see if we can pick up the Egg Panther now, see what he's up to. So I'm still not sure where he ended up, actually. This the first tank. This is a great push back from Oceanic. Hill 4 starting to just be taken, though, so they've got to be careful. This is the cap threat stuff going on, isn't it? This is the opportune moment where you drop that, oh God, what's it called? Where you fortify the points. Like mental blank. Terrible, terrible stuff. You fortify the point, and I've used it a million times, and stop the cap from happening. And that's what they've done. You can see that they've done that. But there's a bombing run coming in now. Oh, whose bombing run is that? That is the Oceanic bombing run. That is a great bombing run. It's gone down the front of the point because all of their guys are in Bunnings safe. That's ripped things apart there. We've got 3 guys left, but there is a squad leader left. There's one dead up the north there. There's a squad leader left from the IRJT folks, so that's good news. There's a couple of squad leaders from Oceanic. They're the most important players at the moment in this area, the squad leaders, because they're going to be the ones that put up the garrisons and things like that. You can see there's a pretty hard fight going on here for the point. Oh, that's shredding fire there. Absolutely shredding fire there. There's a squaddy down. Hill 5 still being taken. Oceanic are in a bit of trouble here. Oceanic are in a bit of trouble here. That's a great push
OP's
and a
up.
counter defense.
Armor north side, I think.
They've got a couple of tanks on the point. That's helping IRJT significantly. I'm really not sure where the tanks for the Oceanic team are. We've got one racing around down here. I'm not sure what happened to the other one. I literally have no idea where the other tank is at the moment. There it is. There's one around the back. So that's a recon tank running in around. Don't see any fire support though. 76s. What have we got for nodes? See, they're pretty thin on resources. That might be part of the problem.
He's still in the bunker. He's in the bunker right where you are, Sammy.
Still a push going on here. That's excellent work. I'm just going to drop off Blue's sound just quickly. And there we go. We'll just drop that sound off, but we'll still watch her stream. But this is real trouble here for Hill 5. We're going to whip across there and have a look. That's where all the action is. These guys are going to lose this point. There's nothing they can do about this by the look of it. There's an allied tank racing around the back of the Panzer. It was stuck on the wall. Oh, that's tragedy. That's going to be the death of this Stuart. Kingsley and co are going to get shredded by the Stuart. The Panzer 4, but the Panzer 4 stuck on a rock. It can't hit. Oh, it's hit him hard. It's hit him hard. Great hit by that Panzer 4. Can it shoot down? It's got, got the ability for the gun to go down. Yeah, there it is. The gun depression was good enough, and they've managed to pick it up. So we've just got the stream going on now. I'm just going to quickly write a message here, but that counter push has actually worked. That's pulled enough forces off, I think. We can see the middle is getting capped now. Hill 5 is being... Oh, geez, this is stressful. This is the first half hour, people. The first half hour of the battle. So we've got the stress of Hill 5 being pressured pretty hard, but that looks like it's going to be taken. That is great supporting fire going in there. Slowly picking off the IRJT guys. Let's go back up here and have a quick look up here. What do we got here? We've got, they're just being picked apart a little bit here. I reckon there's something around the back here. There's 2 attacking garrisons. Both of them are locked, though. The commander's found this one. Well, he must be pretty close to it. He knows there's a Gary out here somewhere. There it is in the middle of the paddock. That one's going to get taken down. John knows. John knows something, I reckon. John knows nothing. I love it. Absolutely love it. And this one here, there's the other garrison. So these are well-known points to a degree. And JCZL will be just pushing around the back here. He's looking. I thought he was going to miss that then. So he's going to take down that attacking garrison, and the attack's over here. But as a result of that attack, they have managed to hold on to Hill 5. Here's Jagdpanzer. You can see him getting into a tank. Let's just get a bit of a look over here now and see how Hill 5 looks. They've pulled off enough of the team, and there's a Panzer 4 right on the point. Oh, that's just ugly, isn't it? Blue's in the bunker, I'm guessing, or near the bunker. She's shooting at something. Maybe she's shooting around the back here. Let's have a look, see where... Yeah, she's in the bunker, and she's putting fire out the window right next to the Tiger tank, of which she can do nothing about at this stage. Anyway, Legion's in there. He's one of the JT team, as you can see. He's got to protect that tank from what this attack is going to be. Oh, and that tank is just shredded jelly. Thanks for coming. See you later, Jelly. Don't step out there, lady. You'll just get killed every time. You're going to have to find another way. And that's still, Hill 5 is still under a lot of pressure here. A lot of pressure. What have we got on the map? Let's have a bit of a look. We've got a transport truck up the front top there. There's a heavy tank. This is where these boys are really going to have to bring it. So 2 decent-sized tanks there coming in. That's going to make a bit of a difference. Still a lot of stress on Hill 5. So they may just have to consolidate on this point for the moment. And while we just watch this little battle play out here for a second, I'm just going to quickly jump over to that other screen and see what I can do about my my comments for everyone. And I'm just going to write some comments. Wait 1 second. All right, so I've just let them know that I've had 2 stream dropouts for no reason, and the stream's going fine now. As we can see, it's coming up live. We've got a bit of encoding lag. I'm just going to drop those 2 screens off and see if that makes a difference, because it could well be some of that is part of the problem. But we're going to also take a bit of a look at maybe some of that output bitrate and just see if that's a bit of a challenge, because we do have quite a bit of resource drain on the system at the moment because of all the cameras and things going on. So hopefully the stream's come through fine. This is a great point to just ask if it's coming through fine and let me know if you're seeing anything bad happen. We'll go back to those 2 screens now. I'm really interested to see what's going on in that tank. Let's have a listen to Yag Panzer as we're driving in, shall we?
Thanks.
There we go. So we'll leave these boys communicating quite heavily about what's going on. They are coming in right in onto the point. Actually, shit, there they are underneath us. I'll just drop blue off. I'll have a look at Yag Panzer in full screen. Here he goes. A little bit jerky, a little bit funky at the moment, but that's okay. It's still not a bad screen. We'll have a listen here as they try and drive into the point. So they're looking to put big fire support in there. Kill that before, maybe. If it's not already there, we might have missed that. I might have missed that when I was trying to put some other stuff. Let's go back to the menu and have a bit of a look at what they're looking at. So there they are. They're on that south trench. As you can see, there's lots of heavy fire going on over the back there. Bring the earphones back on, shall we? So we can actually hear the...
There we go.
Yep, so 76 parked down the bottom there. Lots of fire going in from everywhere. We've got a bit of a protest from the IOJT, but not much. They'll respawn a couple of times in there. There's a tank marked raw, so that's probably the Tiger. There's a respawn wave coming in now. The attack's completely here from Oceanic. It's just completely stagnated, and they're on full defence mode at the moment. They will defend pretty hard, that's for sure, and they may have had a couple of rude lessons placed on them here about the way these guys attack. But let's talk about that, shall we? Let's have a bit of a think about how the different styles might work between the different countries and different regions. So, when we talk about Oceanic, particularly OC and FBY boys, we know OC are very aggressive players. They like to attack a point and then push out of the point as their defensive line, and so maybe have some layers up. Stream on this particular map, you will have seen what has been lacking sometimes with the multi-access attacks in the Oceanic community. Generally speaking, FBY boys and OC are pretty good at that stuff, and they did pretty good attack at the start here. But I think I saw a much better combined arms attack there with that airhead. That was a brilliant airhead on Windfall. With the way the smoke came in and the layering of the smoke, it was just complete smoke there, nothing else. And having, more vitally, having infantry there to defend it. So they've no doubt practiced how to do that, and they've executed it well. As we're saying here, we're watching 2 tanks now on the bottom right of the screen. Riley's tank top right. So, just listening to them, and they're talking about that Tiger tank that they can see.
He distracted himself.
The Tiger's in a bit of trouble, I'd say. Have a bit of a listen, shall we?
We got 1 minute. Jesus, Gary's lit.
So they're just doing the fire at the moment. They're sitting on a repair station to be able to look at the fire. Got on the ice kill it there. Yeah, really hard to kill. So we're going to see them do it. Oh! Boom! There goes the repair station.
The flag to push up.
Well, that'll do it. That'll do it. I wonder if artillery got that. It might have been a tank though. We can see infantry marked way up back there. Okay, here's Mike's squad coming around the back. We'll go and have a
Target
look
tank's
up
got
there.
away from me, but he's pushing the point.
Really fascinating to hear this stuff again. Good push coming up the north here. This is a good area to try and dominate.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
take it out.
We've got supplies coming in. I haven't seen it yet.
I'm parting that creek hard.
So,
Oh,
here we go. This set of supplies that's going in.
We need a reload tank or something to go back there and destroy some
coming in.
patient.
There's Goats. Goats is coming up here, marking the target.
Militia, you want to take that garrison out?
We're trying it.
Goats
Thanks, Matt.
communicating.
Let us know if you
Really
danger close on hill 5. My Artie's coming right on that fox mark. You do it and
Fire
shuffle
tank
and push up
coming
there,
in.
guys.
Fire gun up north.
Yeah, we're trying, mate.
Hill wind 4 is completely out.
Look at that, Gary.
ready?
I'd expect now to see the JTIR team do something. Yep, there it is. Check it out. Starting to sweep in around the south.
We're about to fully lose the south of hill 5.
Absolutely a lot of trouble.
Yes,
They've just got so many things going
You
on
want current
over there
girl?
at the moment.
No, stop.
Absolutely flanked in all directions. You can see people are having to start spawning back here. Hubert's starting to spawn back here to try and clear it out. We've got spawns coming down here. Ghost is dead. So he was trying to set up something here that failed. Yeah, this is really not looking good.
I think it's like an
These
ATG.
guys, let's have a look in.
Yeah,
Let's
enemy
have a look
tank
in,
gun
see
on.
what Blue's up
Yep,
to.
on
We
the
might-
zero mark. Omega.
Might just drop that sound off, shall we?
It's gonna cook us.
Alright, so there we go. Fascinating stuff. There, bam, around the back. Tank rounds going into that building. There's a bit of a push coming in down the south. Tanks still there. How many tanks have we got left? 76. Red Quarters bringing in 76. There's a... that tank's been damaged heavily. They're repairing it. That's what's going on in here now. So you can see those guys. Funky Cat's right there in that bunker. I wonder if they know he's there. Let's have a look. Good shooting going on here at the moment. Funky Cat's around. Shooting every... No, he's down now. Good try though, mate. Good try. I reckon he's... Oh no, he's an automatic rifle, so he won't ever... It's going to say, Jesus, there's a satchel in that building. But there will not be because he's an automatic rifleman. Oh, not sure what that kill was, but it's dead now, whatever that is. There's some arty going in down south, or tank rounds perhaps. We've got something down the back here that just blew the hell up. Was that the tank? Oh no, yes it was. It was a... Oh, and to the face, whoever that was, Habbo or something his name was. That's the end of you, son. Oh, that was rude. But look at this. Look at it, looking right back here. I don't know, wheelbarrow. That squad leader's in there. He's coming in. Hubert's trying to chase him. He's got an OP off. Hubert's got to look to the right. Good shooting, Hubert here. Hopefully, no, he's been picked off by the squad leader. All right, so they got an OP in there. That's quite dangerous for the Oceanic team. There's some supplies going in. That's something going in on the point now. I'd assume more supplies for the Oceanic guys. Yes, it is. There's lots of things going on. Oh, that guy just got blown up into the air. Geez, little icon flying off over there. There's another tank coming in on the point now. But there's no real attack going on here from the Oceanic guys. We'll just get up a real panoramic view if we can. I'd like your feedback, by the way, folks, on the stream, the quality, the cameras, the main screen, all that stuff. Tell me if it's any good. Tell me what you want me to do with these cameras. If you want me to bring them up to, full screen sort of stuff like that more often, let me know that. So that we can see there, we can listen in on that full screen. Just let me know. Let me know in chat. I'll be able to read it as we go. 15 minutes delay, of course. So sweeping over the point now, we see a little bit of stuff going on. There's a Tiger tank sitting in there. Sorry, that's not the point. That's Chapel. God, we're miles away from the point. Let's get back up to the point. Here we go. What do we got going on in the point from the Oceanic guys? I've saved that sound clip for that moment in time. No attack. Nothing going on at all. They have been completely shut out of Win 4, and they're going to struggle for the next 50 minutes with Hill 5, I reckon. Yeah, despite that early cap on the point, they couldn't hold it because of a great attack. Here we've got some planes coming in though. Let's see. This is a really good, really dangerous attack here, and a great attack from the IR JT guys. This is a great area to dominate, and because you've got a few options to come into Hill 5 now from the different hedgerows and things like that, you get a bit of fire support as well. Here's some aircraft stuff going on. There's a set of supplies. That's a set of supplies. So no one's popping airheads or anything at the moment. How are we looking for resources? There we go. You know, there's been a few tanks spawned and stuff. Oceanic have really punched out some tanks now. There's 3 tanks on the field, and they're all quite literally within a grid square of Hill 5 at the moment, pretty much. But we can see that lighting up the north there. What a great wave coming in from the north. And they still hold that west flank out at the chapel area there. So Oceanic in a lot of trouble. Hey, Supplies, how you doing? Supplies. Okay, dad joke's done. Oceanic pushing south. They've had to clear that, but by clearing that, of course, they've lost the north initiative, and now they're in trouble up north. Just listening now, I can hear a recon going over. Probably the IRJT. Ooh. Good, I'm old. I've been out all day. It's been good. So there's a tank up north. There's a tank. Oh, who's that? That's a tank died. That is a tank down. So, they're having a trade-off with the Tiger, I reckon, down here. We'll just get a bit of a look. Oh, boom, to the face. Tiger tank. They've seen it, but I don't think they're going to get a kill on it because that Tiger tank's already got the first hit. They're looking hard. There it is. Boom. No good. So 2 great tanks there from the IRJT guys. Let's go and have a look. That was that Tiger there. You can see, if you didn't see it before, in the bushes, that managed to take the kill on the 76. There's another tank up here to the north. That's a Panzer IV. So they were looking at that one, which killed the 75, and they didn't see the 76, which Gobetron had marked about 5 to 10 minutes ago coming in across the back of the battlefield. Oh, but I tell you what, 1-2, Panzer IV down now from Red Cordial's tank. So this is it, and Red Cordial's a survivor, so even if his tank dies, he will still live. Here it is here. It's got the Tiger in its sights. It's got one into the Tiger, but I think the Tiger's going to get the second round in. Oh, and that's an anti-tank gun. No, that's a Tiger as well. Holy shit bags, they've got 2 more. There's a Tiger tank on Win 4 where the Crickets were playing before. So that's the end of that 76. So they traded a 76 and a 75 for 1 Panzer IV. No, actually they traded a 76, 75 and a 76 for 1 Panzer IV. That's a bad trade. And that's really going to cause problems for the Oceanic guys, because they only have 480 fuel, so they're going to get 1 more tank out at the moment, and they want to hope there's something spawning on the beach. They've got a light tank up north there. That's not enough. That's not enough for 2 Tigers. Real trouble here. Absolutely real trouble here. Let's go back and have a bit of a look now, see where Blue's fighting at. We'll find Hotel Squad. Looks like it's down south-ish. No, who's that there? Sullivan. Alright, Jelly's on the point. So we'll go in and have a bit of an overwatch of Jelly. Oh! Oh, cut the commercial. Cut the commercial. Here's what happens when you come in. No, that's not what happened. Jelly's down. Oh dear, that's the Overwatch fire from those tanks, I think. Yeah. Oh wow. This is quite a brutal match for the Oceanic team. This is terrible, terrible stuff here. We're going to have to drink coffee. Got the coffee going. Bog the Dog, thank you for the follow, mate. Appreciate that. Sorry about the earlier stream challenges. Oceanic are in real trouble here, mate. If I had to summarise what's going on right now, Oceanic are in absolute trouble. They've lost all their tanks. They're getting horrendous fire support coming down range at them. And these are the things, I think, that make the difference in some of these matches, particularly in the open fields. The IRJT guys have got a number of points of fire. So if I look at the field of view that I've got right now, where the orange blobs are on the left, centre of screen sort of up top and top right of screen, they're able to put in 3 arcs of fire support. And if we look at that on a map, that's here, here and in here, or this area here. That's pretty hard to deal with. And then, of course, those little arty rounds that are lobbing in, and that's very accurate fire, of course. If you're on artillery at this level of performance and play, then you know how to hit a target. So that's really causing some troubles there for Jelly and her crew on the point. What does she come in as? Well, they're going to get flanked from the north down. There's half a dozen people coming in. Beef Sausage, pretty good player, but can he take out 6 people? Look, it's been done. He's got to work hard for it. He's stepped out into the open. He's gone balls to the wall, and oh my goodness me! He ain't stopping anything there. Here he is. Is that just supplies up north? Yeah, that's just supplies up north. Okay. They're in real trouble here, Oceanic. They're losing Hill 5 now. They're absolutely losing Hill 5 now. They've got a push going in up north. They've got requests of supplies. And let's have a bit of a look at that quickly while this push comes in. You can see here a little push going in there. There is quite a bit of open ground in here. There's only a tank and a couple other little bits and pieces. Nothing much out here at the moment. These guys are trying to affect something. But the trouble is, this cap that's going on. They've got a bloody awesome north garrison there that Golf Squad's trying to push in on. Blue's dead. Blue's been dead for quite a while. She got hit so hard that she stayed dead for a bit. There's the Tiger tank. One of the Tiger tanks is on the point and shredding infantry as it goes across the paddock there. So the reinforcement wave that was supposed to come in and deal with this threat, Cortex is now the only one left is Toby the Toaster, because that Tiger's just sitting there waiting to pick them off. There's another spawn wave that's just coming at the back. That's Blue and her crew. So we'll see what happens there in that close-up view, top left corner. But yeah, look, you know, this is real trouble here. You can see Blue's lobbing grenades in now. She's lobbing grenades at nobody. They've actually gone around the back. Gosh, that's well played here. Don't attack the point at the front. There's a Tiger there already. You don't need to attack that way. Bugwise. Yeah, look, that'll do. Wheelbarrow with a B. Here he comes around the back here. Brap's got his work cut out for him against these guys, but he's managed to pick him off. That's well done. Good shooting there for whoever shot that guy. And then, look, there's that spawn wave down the south there. There was a spawn wave. There's a transport truck down there. Who the hell is that? Oh, let's go and have a look. Let's go have a quick look at that. All right, it's a squad leader. And he'll be getting a garrison up for sure. He's got his OP up, of course. He's come around the back here to take that garrison or the OP or whatever's there from Hecken and Mirage. So let's see if he's got the goods. Yes, he's picked off one. Oh, they're both dead. That is brilliant play. He's had his machine gun to come in from the front and he's taking that OP out. Oh dear, oh dear. These guys are just absolutely dominating, clearing areas out. Every time that Oceanic seems to be getting something moving, it's pulled apart. There's a recon going north to south, see what's actually there. They're going to see this whole area up here light and all this area here down here light. That's real trouble for them because they've got to deal with that and they don't seem to be doing it. They're holding and that's fair. We've got a tank going around the back here. Just have a quick look at what that is. That's a 76. There you go. So that's Riley in the top right corner by the look of that. Watching his screen. We'll drop Blues off so we get a bit of a comfortable stream for a moment. And have a look at the chat. The chat is not looking like much of anything. Commander's ordered a bomb run. Toby's coming in to support that tank. That tank needs to dominate and hold this area now. You can see right there. Oh, and he's getting shot already. Tiger tank. Tiger tank. Calajon, welcome. Or welcome. Good to see you. Turn down video settings to a faster encoder preset. Alright, so there must have been something. Obs has done something funky. It's sending me an error message here on my encoder stuff. Okay, thanks, Obs, for being a bit of a dick about this. 30 there. No, I've done it all very... let's just get some more CPU out of this, shall we? See what we can do to really get that skip frame stuff down. So, welcome to the chat, welcome to the view. Had a little bit of trouble at the start, but we're in, we're on, we're into it. There's a bombing run that's gone straight over hill, and it is the IRJT bombing run. There's another bombing run coming in down south there to deal with whatever occurred there for the attack. But Hill 5's in real trouble here. Artillery coming in. We can see what's that? It's possibly an airhead, I reckon. No, it's just supplies at the moment. I'm waiting for another airhead to come up. We've got just an interesting spread here of Oceanic troops. They're not able to get into the point. There's tanks dominating everywhere. There's a Tiger tank there. It's killed the 76. Oh, great counter kill though. Not sure who got that one. That'll be the only tank gun that we're looking at right there now. So great kill there from George Soros. All right, mate, come on. Show pony. Nice kill. Let your 76 die first, though. Well done, mate. So George has picked off that Tiger tank. That's good, and that's as good fire support. Yeah, Jaeger's, all right, Trump's do saying that Jaeger's a little bit loud. Okay, so that's the screen share. It's just coming in a bit rough there, but we probably won't go to hit the airhead. Here's an airhead on the point. Yeah, okay, so there it is. IRJT putting the airhead on the point. This will be the end of Hill 5 as far as Oceanic's concerned. IRJT have definitely got this. They've got a spawn wave in there now. Really, really effective attacks going on. And there it is. The point has turned. I mean, it can be pulled back from here, but Jesus, they've got the beach left and there's nothing much else. We'll have a bit of a look at Blue Stream again. She's down, unfortunately, at the moment. This is great work. There's supplies coming in. Watching that airhead. Oh, look, I'll tell you what. Sullivan might actually get in there and take out the airhead. They've got a garrison in there. Is that a garrison? Yes, it is. There's a garrison in here that... Oh, no, it's a person. Shit, that looks like a Gary. Sullivan's around the back there. He's got to find that airhead if he can, because that airhead is... There it is. It's at the back there. He's not seen it. Guak's not seen it either. So they're not going to take this back because in about... Oh, what's the range that it gets locked out? I'm not really sure. But that airhead, if that gets a spawn wave off, it's game over. As far as I'm concerned, it's game over. Here's Guak coming in now towards the point. Surely he sees the airhead. Eyes up, Guak. No, he does not. Airhead's on his left, 5 metres away. He's not seen it. JT's guys that are on the point, they've not seen it either. There's a good little fight going on here. Let's have a look at that quickly. Oh, they've been pulled apart there. The Sullivan and Guak are down. They've missed the airhead. The spawn wave will get off. So, yeah, the IRJT guys will consolidate this in about 10 seconds, I reckon. Depends. Thanks for the random ad spam in chat from Camille, whatever the hell is. You know, I'm going to have to get rid of that person, aren't I? Let's block and report Camille, whatever. Spam, scams, or bots. There you go. Bam. Next. Yeah. Bam messenger. Submit report. There we go. Just, you know, random people going on. There's that spawn wave gone in anyway. Sorry about that. I just need to deal with some things sometimes. Okay. Real trouble for here. How would you bring this back if you're Oceanic? Well, you know, Uncle Red is a pretty good point if you get a good defensive lineup. But the attacks from Oceanic have been a bit lackluster tonight, surprisingly so. They are two blended clans, of course, but then again, so are JTIR. Yeah, these guys have really got it going on, haven't they? They've got the good attacks, they've got the combined arms stuff, and they're doing it very well. And right now, let's just go down and have a look at the action down south. There's supplies coming in, so you can see quite a few blue running up and down the beach. Tank coming in now at Red Roof House, which is up there in the middle, I think. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, Red Roof House is somewhere in here. I think it's actually that bit there. So, what do you do? What do you do? Well, you get something out here and you sweep it up in here and you put something in here, I guess. Really hard. That area has to be dominated as well. Alright, we might jump down and have a bit of a look at how our tank is going, shall we? So we'll go a bit of full screen and drop Blue off, drop Jagdpanzer off and put the full screen up. Have a listen.
Well, we're coming close to Uncle Red already.
Is he going to be
Hit on
quick?
the up, Gary.
Something just died. Was that him?
Tank on S marker, G marker, P and D are
A little
destroyed.
bit chunky, isn't it? A little bit chunky.
Move march, boys.
We can probably drop that sound down a little bit. We'll bring it down to 40. No, 35. That should be alright. Tank is fairly full on. There we go. Alright. Alright, we jumped out of the tank. Alright, it's a bit laggy, so we might bring that back to Mini. He's having a bit of a look, see what he can find. Let's go to Blue full screen. And let's Let's not. Blue's full screen did not work. She's dead. Everybody's dead. Oh, guys. The timing is comedic, isn't it? So let's try that again, shall we?
Yeah, that went well.
Right. Anyway, so there's another spawn wave coming in now down south here from the IRJT gang, and we've got someone sweeping in the back here trying to pick them off. Mirage is probably aware they're in that building. He can see them. Slung grenades. He's seen that garrison for sure. Good grenade, missed. Mirage has got to get in there. No, he's missed again. So he's not hit anybody. 3 grenades. He's going to get that garrison. That's important. Oh, spawned in for the kill. You got to watch that. You absolutely have to watch that. The number of times that I've known that people are spawning in soon, and I've waited for them to come in and shot them and then pulled the garrison apart. Unfortunately, Mirage has not seen that, and he's down. He's absolutely down. So there we go. All right, sweeping around. Oh, whoosh! Somebody up north. Who's that? Don't know. There's a random thing going up at Win 4 there with Mike and Quebec squads. They've got a good garrison up at Gulf 3 still. Hill 5 could be a push in a minute. We're going to have a look at that in a sec. But look, they're just getting picked apart down here. These guys are coming in. IRJT coming in along the trenches beautifully, coming in multiple attack lines. Look at how spread out their attack is. If anybody from the Oceanic community wonders what the hell I'm talking about when I say stop blobbing up, this is the opposite. This is the perfect way of getting an attack running. As you've got 1, 2, 3 areas there, if I point to them, where they're coming in from, and you know that's important. But you can see the Oceanic guys are spread out nicely too, so they're doing that pretty well. The issue is, of course, that these guys here are a little bit isolated and they're getting pulled apart by artillery. They're a little bit isolated here. They've lost their OP again, and as they get shot, see that guy there, whoever that is up the top right there, Jelly. Oh, Jelly, turn around, mate. Turn around. Where's Jelly? Here she goes. Oh, let's go back to Jelly's screen. And we'll go to this one, and we'll punch this in here. And we'll have a look at Jelly, who just got shot in the back. Yep, okay, so there you go. Jelly was shot out in the middle of the paddock there. Her OP went down behind her. Yeah, not ideal. To be standing in the open down there, but that's all right. That's what happens sometimes. And thanks, Coggy, for the follow. I appreciate it, mate. Still a pretty good attack going on down here. You can see they're sort of starting to fend down on that flank. They're just 1s and 2s getting pulled apart, the Oceanic guys, but they're holding on long enough. This wave here of about 10 or 15 people, you would be able to clean up. You're in the middle, but they've all pulled away from the south. And so multiple attack lines. So all the blue are going to one area, like bloody 3rd grade soccer players. They're all running to that one little trench line. You don't need 7 people attacking that one trench. You need some down here in this building. And there's nobody. And now whoever that is from, it's got JTS as their logo, is now on Uncle Red, on the point. Wiggy doesn't know it. He's gone south to do his job out there. Where's the middle? Where's the middle Nakajing? Where's the middle defence line? I mean, if that was a squad leader in there, up goes the OP, out your spawn. Why not? And they're starting to capture. I mean, and they've pulled apart all of those guys up north as well. Oh, goodness me. So I think Oceanic is sort of throwing the dice a bit here and trying for a cap on Hill 5. And we'll probably just head up there in a sec, but we're just watching the defensive line here not doing very well at all. I'm going to get into this trench fighting a little bit and have a bit of a look. So you can see here, look at that. They're on the beach. They're right up against it, and they're being pulled apart quite nicely by the IRJT gang. All the grenades in the world have fallen too short. Those grenades are no good at all. And yeah, there we go. So cut down all of those guys. That garrison's going to get overrun in about 10 seconds. Look at that up the right there. The IR bloke coming in. Master Chief's in there now as well. This is the garrison locked. Whoever that is in the trench, he's trying his best, whoever that is, but that's not going to happen. IR guy is now on that garrison. He's going to pull that down, and that's the end of that defensive garrison from Oceanic. That's not good at all. That is quite bad. Tank coming in though. Tank coming in down the beach. We can't see it just yet. I just saw it. Maybe there it is. There it is right there in the middle. It's got to get down to Red, isn't it? It's got to get down the bottom here. Uncle Red. They're all over the point because they left the middle open. I mean, I suppose those guys came in from the north, so yeah. But yeah, look, it's going badly for Oceanic. It's going very well for JTIR. I'm going to say, if I've done the little flank has it covered. We've got a bit of a push going on. Let's go and have a look at what this looks like on Hill 5. Yeah, you can see that defensive group there from IRJT. Sweeping across now. Having a look and see what they do with a good smoke push. This is a good smoke push, and there's a light tank in there. I think that's a Stewart I just saw. Yeah, absolutely, a Stewart in there. That's going to help a lot. He's sailed into the ditch. I love driving those things. They're so fast. Coming in nicely here, but they're getting picked off. Hubert out on the flank. Well done there. Commander was trying to do something here, but they're losing the main point. Yeah, and there's the Stewart. That's the end of the Stewart. So that's the Panzer IV up north. It's covered that Hill 5 push is over. They're not going to do that anytime. And there we are. There's still a bit coming in from the back, but look, they're in real trouble here. The IRJT guys have really pushed well. They've fought well. They've absolutely taken the attack to them. They've attacked brilliantly. You have to hand it to them. Their combined arms has been very good tonight. But I guess that's why you do these types of matches. You learn things. And at the moment, the Oceanic community are learning a lot about some of that combined arms firepower and fire support that needs to be done. When you're getting shot at by 3 different directions, you cannot put back effective fire, and that's what we've seen a few times. Here's the bombing run coming in now. So, yep, and that's, oh, okay, that's the Oceanic one. Just sort of ripping the trench apart, hoping to pick up some people. There's picked up nothing. There's nobody there. There's enough blues coming in now to hold this cap, so it's not over yet. There's 27 minutes left in the match, but blue are on the back foot, absolutely on the back foot. Orange are dominating this. We might even see an airhead coming in shortly. It's just a supply drop out to the west. All right, yep, supply drop out the west. Try to get a garrison out the back and see what they can do with that. That supply drop's going to be seen a mile off though, and I reckon it'll be picked up. The IRJT players certainly are winning the one-on-one fights a lot here tonight. I'm seeing quite a few of the 1v1 battles or 1v2 battles where they're actually dominating it. Look, you know, there's lots of blue dead all the time against 1s and 2s. And maybe that's a bit of crossfire stuff going on, or maybe it's just the fact that, you know, this has got some very, very, very good players. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know enough about them. Just popping over to the chats quickly to have a quick read of what some people are saying to me to make sure I'm not missing anything in particular. There's one of the Jets playing King's Fight Allies. So I'm going to go asking me to keep in, so no screenshot. Yeah, I was kind of just wondering what that was about before, where I saw that guy in there. I didn't want to say anything on the stream, but there was a person in there that was on the IRJT. I might have to chat to Panda about that. I don't know what was going on there. Yeah, OCE getting wrecked, rip. Yeah, mate. That is what's happening here at the moment. They are fighting hard. But it's a very desperate attack at the moment. A desperate spread of defence at the moment. They're all over the place. We're not doing anything well by the look of that from the Oceanic side. We're just doing a lot of things. There's a light perhaps a recon runner in the back. This is what I love doing. Oh, don't get stuck, son. That's Sibs and Bar. Look. Yeah, that's what I love doing. Just drive and run amok. That's my play style right there. Tanks, in light tanks in particular, is drive around really fast and shoot at everything and see what I can hit. I'll have a quick look up north in a second to see what we can see. And but this, yeah, look, there's still enough defence going on here. They might be able to hold out for a 4-point loss. Huge spawn wave just came in down south. All right, so this is the thought process. Hopefully, let's get this locked down. Let's get our defensive lines up, and then let's push out. That's what Oceanic should be thinking about. Let's clear this stuff that's in our point out, take over the point, and then push out. So they've got to attack this well. So there'd only be about 2/3 of the orange team here, at best. So they've got to attack this well. The entire blue team should be able to attack this area right now and take it over. That's a test. That's your test. Yeah, that's sort of what you should be looking to do. Yeah, I just found it fascinating. There was actually a player from the other team on there. I'm going to have to have a look at that later and give them that feedback if I need to. I wonder if that played into it a little bit. I don't think so. It looked like they were definitely outplayed here, but I would hope that there was nothing like that going on. That would really put a piece of bitterness into the community if something like that occurred. I reckon that the IRJT guys would just hammer that person into the ground. They seem like a pretty decent bunch from what I've spoken to of them anyway. All right, but we're not seeing here, as you can see, we're not seeing here the attack that I would expect to clear out the point for the Oceanic guys. Actually, we're seeing the exact opposite, where lots and lots of the orange are just pushing and killing them on the beach. Yeah, there's some good tank fire coming in there. Good stuff coming in from the north. Maybe Artie won't be much effect here, I don't think. Oh, that tank there. There's another tank on the beach. You can see they're locked into the corner here. Now, look at that. There's a recon. That should tell you everything. If you're on the blue team right now and you can see this recon, look at that strip going up the eye column. He's putting strafe across it, so he might pick up a couple. They're still trying for Hill 5, though. But you gotta control your sector. No, he picked up one, maybe two. You got to control your sector here. So this set of trenches right here. Let's have a look. This set of trenches right here. Dominate that first. All right, and this area here. That's what you got to be in. Boggle Dogs just made a comment that give Oceanic comp team 6 months and maybe they'll be able to compete with Asia. I agree. I mean, the Big D Premier League is brand new, and you know, a new test for the community to see if we can get our skills up, and that's what I'm absolutely trying to support. So here's the bomber run coming in now. This has got to be, yeah, this is the coup de grace bombing run, I think. Straight down the beach, pick up as many of the Oceanic as you can. Look at that. The tank's going to get hit as well. I don't think he'll get killed, but he's burning. Yeah, look at that. That Stuart's in a lot of trouble. Trauma Stew saying let OC take him, just let OC by themselves do it. Oh, well, you know, yeah, it's not happening. So that's GG, the commander of the Allies is called. Yeah, absolutely called it. So, well played, IRJT. Dominated that match. My feedback, and I'll give about a minute's worth of feedback. Look, I'll give a commend in there to the commander of the team. Good game, folks. That was a rough run. That's exactly right. So, combined arms. If you are going to practice anything in the Oceanic team, you are going to practice combined arms. And you are going to practice it where you can get those type of arcs of fire coming in from different angles. It is what I look for as a commander. I don't always get it right, but it's what I look for as a commander. And I do tend to always find in the BPL and just in pug matches and in the Oceanic clans, we have very linear attacks, or the I will flank and the flank will do it kind of attacks. As in, you know, a bunch of people out the front somewhere and then one or two good attacks out the back. And that'll push it in the Oceanic, but it will not cut it in the Asiatic clan matches. You've got to be able to put multiple lines of fire support onto the point to push into the objective, because they'll have good defensive lines and smart players. And then around the back is where you put your recon squads in, and maybe you put an attacking garrison or two and your airheads and all that sort of stuff. But that's the second point I'll make tonight, and I'll leave you with the 2 points. One is those multiple access fire support lines, and the second point is defending your airheads. You got to be able to defend them. We saw that from IRJT. They defended that airhead. That took win 4. That was the end of that point as far as Oceanic were concerned. They never got a look in from there, really. Yeah, so there we are. Anyway, look, that'll do me, ladies and gents. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry about the little problem at the start there. It's Twitch Obs was doing some funky stuff. And, yeah, well, I fixed it in the end. But multicam streaming, it's worked. It's worked for the first time. Turning both of those off now. I'm pretty happy with how it went. I look forward to any of our new viewers tonight. Please come and join us in the BPL next Saturday night at 7 p.m. Or actually, I'll start streaming at 19:05 Australian Eastern Standard Time is when I start streaming, and it's a 15-minute delay for the actual match. And so that will be Saturday night 2 matches, and then Sunday night 2 matches same time. So you can have a bit of a look at that. Otherwise, it's been a pleasure. I've really enjoyed this tonight. Enjoyed learning some things myself about how stuff works. Enjoyed watching the Asiatic clans and how they play and how their play style works. And I'm really looking forward to seeing some cool battles into the future. For everyone watching, I appreciate your support, and I'll catch you again soon.